Sure. Okay. So, Bitcoin Bronson, Aaron, Lucas on here tonight. A little while back, we made a video on money trees and we had a bit of hate, but that's all good. Not really here because of that. We're here because some people are a little bit confused about what we were doing. We've been accused of not actually informing people. Because all we did was put the information in your hands. We didn't spoon feed you, so I guess that makes us bad. All right. So once we're done with the live, I'm going to put a link in to the previous video. You can do a bit of a comparison. So Aaron and I were just going to ask each other some questions, and see where we go with it. So Aaron, question number one.
Yo.
What is Lion's Share?
It's a Ponzi scam.
Okay.
It's a Ponzi scam based around cryptocurrency. Nothing more, nothing less.
Okay. So what is a Ponzi?
Well, it's a scam.
Yeah.
What
How does it work?
All right. Well,
how does it work?
It works by not actually doing any. It works under the guise of tricking you that you are going to make money, but the way that you make money, or the way that the scam makes money, is by recruiting more people and using their money. So it's a perpetual scheme that will always end up imploding and failing and losing more money in the long run. That's all it is. It's like bringing in more people to feed yourselves. Like if you think of yourselves at a dinner table and you've got one apple, and then you just say, hang on, if you tell your friends to come in and bring one apple each, first fruit mate comes in, he brings 2 apples with his mate, and then you bring in 4. Eventually you're going to have a table with less apples and more people than you have to feed. And that's all it is. It's a simple sort of thing. They'll disguise it under special ways, like they'll use cryptocurrency, they'll use, sometimes they use products, sometimes they use fancy jargon, but it always ends up being the same, that if you have to recruit people to make more money.
So for me, like I've bought, different cryptocurrencies and I have shares. So I have, let's say, part of my portfolio, I have shares in Air New Zealand. So when I buy those shares in Air New Zealand, that's not dependent on me going around and convincing other people to buy Air New Zealand shares, right? When I give that money to Air New Zealand, they give me a portion of their profits. That's the deal. So what you're saying in this Ponzi scheme is it would be, instead of me giving money to Air New Zealand, they go out and make money and then give me a cut of the profits. It would be if Air New Zealand went around and asked heaps of people to buy into Air New Zealand, and they would just give me the money that they took from them.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. That's a great way to explain it, because to add to that, if you were to sign up to Air New Zealand and they were a Ponzi scam, they would actually ask you to set up another airport and another airline, and then every passenger that goes through also has to recruit and set up their own airport and airline with a membership fee. With some of that membership fee passes to you, and then that passes on to Air New Zealand, and then the people that you're signed on, you go, how do we make money? You go, oh, that's simple. You just got to set up your own airport and and your own airline, and then the people under you have to do the same thing. You're going to have airports everywhere. It's ridiculous. You don't walk into McDonald's and order a cheeseburger and then walk out with the rights to build a building right next door and start selling the same product. Like you go
a person. You don't walk up to the counter and go, oh, I want a Big Mac, and they go, oh, you have to sign up a form and we don't know you, so you have to be referred in order to buy a Big Mac, right?
That's right. That's exactly
cool. No, I get you. So, guys, I can see there's a few people watching. Welcome. We're doing a video about money, Lion's Share, money trees, whatever the hell it's called. And so we're breaking down what exactly a Ponzi is. If you have questions, throw up in the comments. Our live stream system sometimes misses comments, so we'll try our best to keep up with that. So we've just broken down what a Ponzi is. So Lion's Share is a Ponzi that uses cryptocurrency to disguise the fact that it isn't a Ponzi. A Ponzi scheme is an investment scheme that, instead of taking the money that you give it and using it to build money by doing business activities, by selling goods and services, it actually makes money by convincing other people to do what you just did. Cool. So alternatives, any ideas on, because we can tell people don't go into lion's share, but you and I both know that no one's going to listen to us. Let's just be on the real. No one's going to listen to us. So, but what are some alternatives if people wanted to do like crypto investing, whatever? What are some alternatives that they could consider, that they could look into?
Well, when you're looking at alternatives, you might, especially in cryptocurrencies, you might end up in the trap of just going to another Ponzi scheme because there's so many out there. So the first thing to do before you look at alternatives is to just say, or to yourself, is this required on me recruiting? If you have to recruit, or you have to, and they talk more about getting new members in under you, and that's how you get paid, leave. So if you have to recruit people, or you have to sign people up under a, like a referral scheme or a sign-up scheme or trees or downlines and all that sort of stuff, run. Okay, so that's probably the best alternative to come up with, is one that doesn't have a Ponzi element into it and doesn't have a recruitment. Yeah, I think that's real important when you're looking at cryptocurrencies, because I don't know what the ratio would be, but it's probably half and half, if not more, one than the other. Yeah, but you can look at alts and look at that. Yeah.
Well, why don't we talk about alts? Because people that have followed my channel for a while, they'll know that I didn't really talk about alts. And the reason I didn't was because I didn't want to be caught up in the whole, like, oh, buy this, buy that. Could this do, could that do? Because it's all competing technology at this stage. I mean, and to use an example, guys, I want to ask you a question, and chuck it up in the comments if you want to talk about it. How many computer brands do you remember as a kid? So I'm going to start off with you, right? Name the computer brands that you remember. I'll give you one to start you off. ZX Spectrum.
Yep. I'll give you a good one a bit later. That PC company from New Zealand.
Yep. What else?
PC General.
Micro? Yep.
Yeah. BBC, Acorn.
Acorn.
You got Commodore. Sinclair, which is probably what we touched on earlier.
Yep.
Yeah. If you're talking about brands, Amiga. I could keep going.
Atari.
Atari. Sega. They had computers back in the day.
Yep, Sega.
Yep.
So the reason I bring this up, guys, is how many are still around today?
Yeah, realistically, there's only a handful. Yeah.
That's right. Now, that's why I don't want to get caught up in alts, because I believe the majority of alts will not exist in the next 5 years. And this is a guy that's bought a lot of alts. So, in Cryptopia, and I'm just going to name some coins, guys, and, throw up in the comments if you've heard of these coins, if you've got questions about them, right? I had Stop Trump Coin. I had Trump Coin, Lemon Coin, Light Dodge, Denarius, Stratus, Omega Coin, Russia Coin. I had coins that I can't even remember because I just wanted to see if I could make some quick trades on them. And, I did okay until I lost my whole portfolio. Point is, guys, is that the only reason that I want to talk about alts now is because there are people that are jumping into lion's share because they don't understand Bitcoin. Now, if they understood Bitcoin and alts, you wouldn't need these money tree scams, because you would just buy some Bitcoin, hold it until the price goes up, and then you flip it. Easy as. Yeah. Or you'd go into a crypto exchange, buy 10 or 20 alts that you've researched, and dollar cost average out, and then just trade, little bits and pieces until you build up and up and up, but guys, if you want to know more about that, about how to trade and all that sort of stuff, let us know. We can source information for you. Personally, I'm not a trader. I like to buy and hold now. I dilly-dallied with trading, but to me, it's all about buying and holding now.
I call myself a collector nowadays.
A collector?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be called a hodler.
A collector sort of implies that I collect them for no reason. And that's sort of what ended up happening. I've got so many what I call dead coins. That just don't exist anymore. Yeah, I've got some. Man. I've got Bytecoin, Aeon coin.
Oh yeah. Bytecoin. Yeah, I remember Bytecoin.
Yeah, I had tons of that.
Yeah. What about Artbyte? I used to really like Artbyte. I liked what the Artbyte kaupapa was about.
Yep.
Because I thought it was a great way. If they had been able to fully implement themselves, they could have been a way to pay to make sure artists and photographers, musicians or whatnot, were paid for what they do. So I thought it was a good way. Well, what were them crazy ones? There was Titcoin. I don't know if that's still around. And was it what was that like? Remember that like that porn coin that was being like shilled on YouTube and all that? You remember that one? I think what it was called.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Oh, Tron. Wasn't Tron?
Tron. Yeah,
Tron.
Well, Tron has
electronic.
uses, doesn't it?
Sorry.
Tron. That was the one where you mined on your phone, but weren't really mining. Yeah.
And then you had Electronium. What else? Fast. See, there's all these coins, and there's because I have a test for coins. I don't know if and the first test is a meat. I call it the meat pie test. Can I buy a meat pie with that coin in the hood? Now, if I can't buy a pie in the poorest part of my country, to me, it's a useless coin. Whereas I can take a $2.
The answer for that is still none, isn't it?
Yeah, you still can't buy pies.
You can't really do that.
So if you can't buy pies, what the hell? I mean, you can't even buy a pie with Bitcoin.
It's funny because everyone says that when you're purchasing things with Bitcoin, they usually mean that they're talking about a Bitcoin debit card, but that just transfers it to a fiat currency and puts it onto your debit card.
That's
like
right.
a Visa or MasterCard.
That's right. So you're not actually using fiat. You're not using the Bitcoin. You've converted it.
Yeah.
You've sold the Bitcoin.
And you're using a proprietary network that's owned by a large conglomerate. That just sounds ridiculous to me, because the reason why you'd use Bitcoin is to be decentralized and anonymous and private.
Right.
And then the way to buy that pie is to put it onto the thing that a lot of people are personally against.
I don't know how that works. That's why I never bought Ripple. Because I heard people talk, hating on banks. If the banks, if this, if that. Oh, but buy Ripple because it's being used by banks.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
How does that work?
Use Bitcoin.
Yeah, I hate banks, but I'm going to encourage people to buy a cryptocurrency whose blockchain is used by banks.
Yeah.
Yep. I have no idea how that is justifiable in the human mind.
It's like, I hate banks. I'm going to buy Bitcoin. So how do you buy a pie with that? Oh, well, what you do is you transfer it to this Wirex card, and that's on a bank. Right? Yeah. Like, it's just It's like it's to me it's like putting a petrol generator in the back of your electric car.
Oh yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Yeah.
So there is so guys, what we're saying is this. Now, when we say this, we're not registered or authorized financial advisors, so we don't advise people on what exactly they should do with their money. All I want to do in this particular video is put it out there that instead of signing up to scams like Money Trees, Bitcoin's Aotearoa, Bitcoin Pathway, you can just buy coins.
Yeah.
And you can do whatever you want with them. You can buy Bitcoin and you can do nothing, and then you can sell it at a higher price than what you bought for. You can buy Dodge. We've named so many coins, and the reason we've named these coins is to give you an idea of how diverse this is, right? I mean, let's be honest, you're probably going to make more money buying and selling bottle tops than you are with this lion share stuff. Now, I've heard people boast of how they're making mad money, but here's the thing, guys, right? I'm going to sound like a hater, but you, Aaron, right, we both know that people were boasting that they were making mad money with the Billion coin. Remember that? Everyone was showing us their wallets, going, hey, we're making mean money. What are you talking about, Aaron? You're just a hater, Bronson. You're just a hater. We're making mean money. And then 3 months later, they were like, oh, we can't get our money out.
Yeah, that's right. And the test is just come and see us in 18 months.
Yeah.
We'll still be here. I mean, we're here after USI Tech and the Billion coin and Regal coin and all those DAS coin. What was the other big one? Was it Bitcoin Cash? No.
Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Cash. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash. That was just for fork's sake, one of those ones. Yeah. What else? The one coin. No, we went through that.
One coin.
But here's,
One.
you see, and here's the thing, guys. Right. My question to you is this. Right now, they've said to me about Shelly. Now, Shelly, you and I have never met, but I know you've come at my boy hard and whatever. But this is what I'm going to say to you. I'm not going to believe a single word that you say until you can tell me where your billions are at. Because I've seen the video where you promote the billion coin girl. You promised. Now, you might not have specifically said if you roll with this, you're going to be a billionaire, but you promoted it. You encouraged people to buy the billion coin. You didn't become a billionaire. No one that you were involved with became a billionaire. No one made any money. So here's the thing. If you did make money from the billion coin, why are you promoting Lion Share? I know why. Because you're broke. Now, you're probably making a little bit of money, and then what will happen is that as your schemes start to collapse, you take your money and run.
Yeah. The other key thing is, like, if she stops being in trouble with the Commerce Commission and starts being in trouble with the IRD, who want to get taxed on some of those sweet earnings that she's been claiming to make, then she might be actually making some money. But until that day comes,
How much tax on $1 billion, cuz? How much tax you pay on $1 billion?
Well, $1 billion, what? Depends on $1 billion what? $1 billion?
$1 billion. Because remember, the billion coin, which she promoted, was going to make her a billionaire. So I'm just saying, because I know that the billion coin didn't make her a billionaire, but, apparently she's an investor. So I just want to know, if she was successful, how much tax you reckon she'd have to pay on that billion?
Well, she'd probably have to pay it in billion coin. So
they don't take tax in billion coin.
So that would be 0 times 0, is it?
Something like that.
10% of nothing.
Yeah. See, but no, that's guys, we'll put it out there. If you're gonna make money out of cryptocurrency, you're better off just researching a portfolio of 10 to 20 coins, looking at them, analyzing them, buying them at a low price and selling at a high price.
I think have fun.
Yeah, because you're gonna lose. You will lose lots of money. My
favorite coins at the moment are Garlic and Dodge. Garlic coin and Dodge. They're just fun, stupid coins. And
I love Dodge, but I lost all my Dodge when Cryptopia got hacked. So right now, there's one of those dudes who started Cryptopia, and you got my money, boy.
Yeah.
So if I ever see you, I want to punch your face. if I can chase you, they're probably in the Bahamas or in the Cayman Islands. They would be in the Cook Islands, but not all the Cook Islands have fiber, so they probably need fiber. They probably used all their money to form like an online casino or something.
Well, that's all they got to do is pay for a fiber line out to the Cook Islands, and then they can all just hide out there.
Well, that's the thing. It's got to the Cook Islands. The fiber line is there, right? So it's hit Rarotonga, but I don't know if it's to the rest of the islands yet.
It's kind of like that. So just got to, that bit there, just touch the wires.
Yeah. Yeah, but I figure that's all we do, eh? Yeah, unless anyone else has got a specific question.
I suppose a good way, a good way to probably explain how scam coins and altcoins work is probably me and you just create our own coin for a laugh.
Yeah. You're right, man. Should we do it?
Yeah, I reckon.
What do we call it?
Oh, shitcoin?
Nah, I gotta go. What about like maybe in another language?
Yeah,
so that people don't really know. Like, it's because some people be put off by it, like we won't call it Lion Share or money trees. I got it. Kaka coin.
That's the one.
It means the same thing, but it's in Māori, so it sounds cool because everything sounds cool in Māori. So we'll call it kaka coin. So you make kaka coin.
A lot of people would know what kaka coin means anyway, don't they? Especially in America and stuff. They'll be like,
they'll probably think it's some sort of form. They'll probably think it's like the purple herb that gave Black Panther his power or something. I don't know.
We'll just name it after the bird.
That's kaka. That's called the kaka, and it's called. Bro, you know why kakas are called kakas, and why cares are called cares?
Because they're little shits.
That's the sound they make. Same with kiwi. The reason the ancestors called them kiwi is because they go kiwi.
Morepork's the same.
Cares, morepork called moreporks because that's what they say. So in other words, New Zealand is where Pokemon come from.
Yeah.
We have Pokemon.
So all the native birds were named after a 3-year-old trying to sound it to their mum and dad.
Weka, because Wekas go Weka.
Yeah. Quack, quack.
Yeah.
What'd you see out there, little boy? Oh, quack, quack. Oh, okay. Well, that's what it's called.
So in other words, they're Pokemon.
Yeah.
They're Pokemon. Yeah, straight up.
Right.
So so we'll do Kakacoin. And guys, you would have seen on the description, I've got some links for books I've written. The reason that Aaron and I, we've been doing this for years. We've been watching the scam artists. They use all the same tactics. I can tell you right now, I can look at something and in the first 5 minutes, I know if it's going to be a scam or not. So if you want to know how I can smell scams, because by the way, Aaron and I, we have 100% hit rate. We've never been wrong. And we've had people lie to our faces trying to front like they're not wrong because they don't want to admit that they lost thousands. Now, it's not about us winning the intellectual argument. It's actually about us helping you to protect your livelihoods, to protect your money. Because the principles that I have in these books have personally saved people over $20,000. I had I'm not that kind of guy that's going to show screenshots, but this particular guy, he messaged me after I broke down to him what was going on in this particular scam. He said, "Damn, thank you. I was just about to invest another $20,000."
Wow.
Like, what the hell? So we're not playing, and we're not hating for the sake of hating. We're protecting. So if you want to know how we do it, got a book, right? There's a link there. Bitcoin scams will never make you rich, right? You have a read of that. It costs like what? $10 something, depending on what your local exchange rate is. We've got another book, Bitcoin Will Never Make You Rich. Now, guys, I've had like 6 or 7 jobs in the past 3 years. Very, very financially unstable, yet I still managed to pay my bills. I still managed to repay my debts. One of the ways that I've done it is through Bitcoin. So if you want to know how I've done that, again, books in the description. And yeah, let's make some. We'll do a Kakacoin. What else should we do to help people? Because Kakacoin can help people.
Yeah, I guess we could always just explain away how we see these scams and what we know.
Nah, people got to buy the book for that.
Yeah.
Or they got to watch my previous 100 videos that I made where I outline that stuff. They can either buy the book, right, or they can just troll through all my videos and they can watch that for free. I'm not bothering with it no more. I already explained myself.
Yeah.
But if people want to know, buy the book or watch the videos for free. Either way, you'll know. Yeah.
Sweet.
And
Sounds
plus,
good.
man, with our next videos, we'll talk about Kakacoin and talk about other stuff.
Kakacoin, I like it.
Yeah, Kakacoin. That's a good name. Yeah, Kakacoin. Yeah, that's way better than because like, man, it's so funny. Like I don't mind saying like words for excrement in Polynesian languages, but there's always like their hesitancy to say sugar honey iced tea. Whereas I have no problem saying like tae, kiko, chico, kaka. They all mean the same thing. It's like excrement in like 4 or 5 different languages.
They're like in
in English. Yeah. But they always swear in Chinese.
Chinese.
Bro, I love that. Where they swear. I miss Firefly. Yeah. Except if I was to do it, I'd do it like Ender's Game style, where it's actually like you're swearing in Māori. Yeah. So, anyways, guys, watch out for Kakacoin. Kakacoin is going to change people's lives. It's not a scam. It is a scam because we told you it was a scam, and it's all in the name Kakacoin. Hopefully you'll be smart enough to figure out that there'll be no financial benefit from this unless you know how to manipulate it. And that's why we're going to create Kakacoin, because we want to create a platform where you can manipulate a currency to make money.
Sounds good.
And that's what it is. And that's why it's called Kakacoin, because it's all Kaka. Anyways, guys, have a good night. It's 11:54 Sunday night in New Zealand. Got to go to work in the morning. What about you? You working from home tomorrow or what?
Yeah, do a bit of that. Might recover along with the, like the rest of the country is with that election we had last night.
Check this out. We gotta check this out. Yeah. Check this out. What? What do you mean by Kakacoin? Oh, I don't know, bro. What do you reckon we mean by Kakacoin? Oh man, that's funny.
I was designed to make money by not making money.
Yeah. And then he says, true that, looking forward to it. Honestly, Chair Bro, with this kaka coin, you will be able to promote it. You'll be able to like use it for pump and dumps. You're gonna be able to use it to change your life. Just like right. And the only difference between this and every other alt that's been pumped and dumped is that we're gonna tell you from the beginning to pump and dump it. So we want to encourage you to pump and dump this coin, because that's what happens when you go to. What happens when you go for a dump? You go for a kaka, right?
Yeah.
So we want you to pump and dump this coin, right?
Yeah.
And we want you to use it to. We want to hear stories about how people pumped and dumped this coin, and they built houses, they bought land, they bought cars, they fed their families. You know, we just want to be straight up with you. You know, manipulate the hell out of this coin. Oh,
Yeah.
just tuned in. Oh, well, my bro, we've been going for about half an hour, so we're about to sign off. The first part, we talk about Ponzi's and money trees, and then we started talking about alts, and that's why we started talking about kaka coin. So, yeah, bro, how long do you reckon it'll take for us to make kaka coin? Be like not like go to the toilet kaka, but this coin. How long do you reckon? Will we need to hire people from India to do it?
No. I mean, the same answer is for both the types of kaka. It probably takes me a few weeks.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, you only go for a tickle every few weeks?
Well, you know, I get backed up a bit. All that.
Oh, you do those ones, and that where you got like the perfect snake.
Oh, yeah. Like the McDonald's machine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because I keep looking at all these altcoins that I own that turn into dead coins, and just makes me a bit, you know.
Right, I think that's the number one risk of ALTS is that they just go dead. Like my Stop Trump coin went dead, my Lemon coin went dead, my Pucky coin went dead. You know, I was holding all these coins and they kept on dying. I'm like, why are you shutting down the service? Damn it! And I could tell that they were just one-man band projects where they didn't really have much promotion. The guy was really paying for service himself, and he just shut it down. Yeah. So whereas the difference of Kaka coin is that because you're going to pump and dump the hell out of it to feed your family, we'll always have enough money to keep the lights on. But in order for Kaka coin to work, is that we need you to pump and dump. We need you to shill and promote and tell people that it's going to like change their lives. And then Cherry Bro says, I'll tune in to listen to the next live. When do you reckon we'll do the next one? Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night? What you reckon?
Yeah, I think Friday night's good. Yeah.
Friday night. Cherry Bro, Friday night. Yeah, and then subscribe, Cuzzy. Because we don't want to stalk you to let you know that it's on.
Maybe we'll decide on what platform to use. Do we use Ethereum and a smart contract, you know, use a typical traditional ICO, or fork an old coin ourselves, or, you know.
What do you reckon's the easiest? Because remember, it's all kaka at the end of the day, so you don't want to have to try hard to make kaka.
Well, I think Waves would be the easiest, but I don't know if Waves...
What's Waves, bro? Because I know about like ERC20s and that stuff, but what's Waves, cuz?
A popular cryptocurrency for making your own token, really. Yeah.
Oh, me.
Yeah, it's actually designed. It's quite popular. It's used quite a lot for that. I've never actually done it before, so I've never used it. So it'll be interesting.
Cheer for the sub. Well, typical Tutu attitude. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I'll give it a go. I've never done it before, but yeah, I'll look into it.
How hard can it be?
Bro, we said that about Iwa Coin. How hard could it be?
Yeah, and now I know how hard it was. I know the answer.
All good, Chair, bro. Yeah, we're trying to get these weekend lives going. We were actually going to do it on Friday, but then the bro had some of his whānau come over, so he was cooking all night, serving his darlings whānau. Did you have an inu that night, bro?
No. We just.
Do you inu? Do you inu, bro?
Now and then, not really.
Now and then, yeah. So you're a contemporary, but you're not a pisshead.
No, not really. I just don't have the money, you know.
Oh, you don't have the money because your kids keep on smashing your TVs.
That's the one. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'll drink I'll drink a bit now and then, but I don't get too drunk that often. Yeah.
Oh, that's all good. Yeah, don't get drunk. Drunk is bad because you might end up smashing another TV, and that'll be like the third TV. So, bro, you know that a CRT can break just as well as an LCD, bro? Because I know you love your CRTs.
Well, not yet. You know, they've been 15 years running, so.
No, I mean, like if you were to smash them, they smash just as well, don't they?
Well, normally with the Xbox controllers I throw at them, they usually break instead of the other way around.
Man,
but if you, so
tell you what, man, some of those old school plasmas are strong. I kicked one with a steel cap boot once, and my boot just bounced off.
Yeah,
It's like, what? Anyways, guys, we'll make this a wrap. Friday night here, bro, we'll be on. If you got any questions, bro, just check them up in the comments on this video, bro, and then we'll just review it and go through. But we'll go more into Coin and we'll go more into alts. I personally like Bitcoin, but you can't pay your bills with Bitcoin. So yeah. But anyways, bro, we'll talk about alts, and if you got questions, holler at us. And if you think it's worth it, bro, share with your whānau, share with your whānau all over the place. If you'll probably get a bit of hate if you share this, though, because of the way we talk about lion's share. But anyways, cuz, appreciate you watching us, and anyone else, have a good night. Cheer, but mate.
See you, right?